and welcome to another episode of Diary of an Inner Fat Girl. I have my sister today, and her name is Ashley, but we call her Coco, so we're calling her Coco. Sorry, sis. Okay. But I mean, are you even on Instagram right now?
So I'm taking a social media break.
Mental health break.
1 year, but I'm still
1 year?
Yes.
Oh wow.
1 year in May. So everybody still tag me.
And all that. So Coco of Life is her name, and then also you have plant-based wellness. Yes. So my sister is a vegan.
Woo-hoo! Big up to all vegans.
And I feel like she spent the first year of her veganism bullying all of us to become vegans. But guess what? She's actually introduced me to like loads of yummy vegan restaurants, which we're definitely gonna have to do some like vlogging on that. Like,
Slutty vegan,
slutty,
one.
She's she has all her restaurants. So I thought I was gonna impress her today and do a low carb-ish and a vegan-ish. Well, it is actually vegan because I was gonna use egg, but I realized you don't eat egg.
I don't eat egg, and egg is also an animal product, so we're gonna find an alternative to use.
Yes, we're gonna use an alternative for that. So let me just introduce you to all of our ingredients first before we get started. Why don't you eat the egg thing again?
So we don't have any animal products in our diet. So
okay.
No egg, no cheese, no dairy, no fish, no crayfish. No animal products.
The driest life ever. Basically, that's what it sounds like. No, I'm just joking.
The cleanest life ever.
The cleanest life, and I'm sure she's really enjoying the health benefits. And as you guys know, I'm on my weight loss journey, and I'm
even though she doesn't need to lose any weight.
Anyway, we'll talk about that later. So I just want to introduce you guys to all of our. Well, actually, I'm introducing you, Cokes.
Yes.
To all of our ingredients. So you guys. Since I started this keto lifestyle, one of my go-tos for almost everything is cauliflower, which
Tell me about keto though. I want to know what exactly is keto.
Okay, so keto is low carb, but high fat.
Okay.
But not just fat like oil and stuff like that. Good fat, olive oil, avocado, coconut oil, salmon, almonds, you know. And the good thing, why keto is so effective is because you can make so many different things with it. So you can make sweet stuff, you can make savory stuff. And also keto, I find that of all the ways of eating, I'm most satisfied. There's like a satiation that comes with the high fat.
But what is it about your body going into ketosis? Like, what does that mean? Is it like your body
Well, what it means is that your body is now burning off of your fat, stored fat, as opposed to glucose, which would come from food.
Okay.
So your body is now burning from your stored fat, so that's why you're always lean.
Okay.
Because you don't store much fat when you're in ketosis. So that's why people do it, but it's actually quite complicated. It takes a lot of measurements. So that's why I eat keto-esque. I'm not a measurer, but I like it because I stay full for longer.
How do you know when your body's in ketosis mode?
You're not hungry. That's one of the major things. You won't be hungry because your body is constantly burning. So you will eat, but you just won't be starving. And then it will take a long time before you get hungry again. Usually, that's when you know you're in ketosis. You shoot to the ingredients. So we have mixed veg, so that's cabbage, carrots, and I've got here cabbage, carrots, I've got broccoli, green beans, all of the stuff that you like. Konjac. These are Konjac noodles. And
what are they?
So these are, we call them 0-calorie noodles, but it's actually from a herb in China, and it's rich in like dietary fibers. So I believe they've just changed the shape of it, but it's actually like a plant that has it could be like a replacement for like gelatin.
Okay, so we don't want gelatin because that's all pig fat.
No. This is not gelatin. It's really good for the body. It's really vegan friendly and it's plant based.
Cool.
So yeah, these are really good replacements when you're a noodles person.
I'm a noodles person.
Do you understand? They make konjac. You are a noodles person.
I do not like rice.
She's not a rice person. Noodles. She's a pasta person, and I'm a rice person. So we have that. We now have our mixed. We have onions, ginger and garlic.
Red onions.
I do love red onions, and they make it look pretty. I told you, we already said this. We have cauliflower, which is my thing. We have almond flour, corn flakes. So when I was doing the recipe, I couldn't find breadcrumbs, so I said, hey, we have corn flakes. So we just said we'd try that.
Good alternative.
Yeah. Okay, sesame oil, which I love it.
Okay.
Siracha.
love
So Siracha is almost like pepper ketchup, chef. That's the best way to describe it. Cameroon pepper.
You want it hot.
I just feel like,
A little
you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Okay, yeah, this is rice vinegar. Sorry, I'm smelling everything, you guys, because they all kind of start looking similar. This is rice vinegar. This is 0 calorie, well, not 0 calorie, low carb syrup.
Okay.
You know, but they say 0 calorie, but you know, I don't know about how 0 calories that is. Sea salt.
Sea salt.
Coconut oil. And this is coconut soy sauce. Here's the first step. What we did actually is we took some of the cornstarch and we put it into a bowl and we just mixed it with a bit of water. And I don't want to do too much at a time because we don't need that much at a time. And so I've got my little tool. So the first thing, and we're gonna do like an assembly line. So you're gonna like mix it in this. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna put a little bit of Cameroon pepper actually inside of the almond flour just to give it a little bit of a kick.
Should I stir it in there?
Yes, please. All right, so the first step is I'm gonna put just make sure that it's covered very well. And then the second step is you're gonna
coat it really good.
Coat it really good in almond flour.
So another really good thing that you mentioned during the break is you can actually use chia seeds as well.
Oh yeah,
as a good
that's
basis
true.
For the coating. Or right now there's so many egg alternatives that you can use as well. So you have lots of options. Guys, when you're doing cooking, you have to play around. I'm a vegan.
For how long?
I've been vegan since 2019. So I would say I've been, yeah, she's supposed to know that. I would say plant-based. I feel like the vegan community, they can be kind of like, were you truly vegan? Did you really not have any cheese or not have any?
Sometimes.
Yeah, so I would say that I'm definitely 100% plant-based.
So you don't, but you eat pizza.
So there's this great place called Plant-Based Pizzeria.
Oh boy.
It's all plant-based, vegan cheese, plant-based options for the meat options.
Right.
So I do eat pizza. I love pizza. I eat
burgers.
But
you eat vegan cheese.
So it's vegan cheese.
So what is vegan cheese?
What is vegan cheese?
Oh, you guys, can you see how nice they look? I'm gonna put this one back in.
Okay.
I feel like we're doing it dirty. So
vegan cheese is just an alternative to, you know, the regular cheese. But a lot of the food that we eat is made in the lab. So
well, that's true. Well, that's the thing. Well, that's why I like eating clean, because then you can make your own stuff and you're taking the lab out. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? So like like with my kids now, they're chicken fingers. If I get good organic chicken, and then I'm now making the chicken fingers myself instead of buying the processed frozen stuff, I feel like I've tried.
I think it's best. I feel like if you are going to stick to a meat eating diet, then you should do farm to table. So literally grass fed, you know, making sure that, you know, you're not buying something that has been injected with lots of steroids and things like that to make the.
So what have you found for the Niger community? I feel like it's easier to do that here even.
Super easy. As a matter of fact, most of the foods that we eat are already plant-based. So think about your efori roll that's made with vegetable. Think about your ogbono. Think about even your peanut soup and everything. These are all plant-based things. But then you know, we're so used to putting in the crayfish and putting in the bokoto and the roundabout and everything.
And the periwinkle.
The periwinkle and all that stuff. You know, even the iru that we use in our soups is
sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah.
So the pan's hot and we are just gonna go ahead and throw in our cauliflower. And you're gonna cook it for about, I would say, till lightly brown.
Okay.
So you're gonna cook it till about lightly brown. So I mean, you know what I'm saying, because it's a vegetable. Right. So the good thing is you don't have to worry about it being undercooked.
One of the things I noticed about eating plant-based, and you can probably attest to this with this recipe, is everything tastes way better when you eat it fresh off the fire, nice and piping hot.
Okay guys, so we put our cauliflower chicken in the oven. And quick one, before we even move on to the sauce, I was thinking I could breadcrumb and put it in the freezer. But you know, chicken is a bit different, meat is different. How is it with vegetable, frozen vegetables? Does it suck out the nutrients?
So I think doing it this way, the way you've done it, you've made yours fresh. So you know exactly what's going into your vegetable before you freeze it.
You're worried about the preservative.
Exactly, but the preservatives inside vegetables and any other meat, fish, or whatever is what I feel takes away from the nutrients that you get. So I think it's better if you do it this way.
If you make it yourself.
You make it yourself and freeze it, and also make sure you date it so that you know.
So you pick those ones first as well. So the pot's nice and hot, and the first thing we're gonna do, sesame oil.
Oh, I love sesame oil.
It smells delicious.
It smells really good.
So then we have ginger. So we have ginger and garlic.
All right, do we
just
have a spoon to stir it?
The next thing I'm gonna add is a little bit of rice vinegar.
Okay.
This is this Chinese
I love
number.
rice vinegar.
Yeah?
Yes, because it definitely gives you that Chinese flavor.
Correct.
That you want to have.
Correct, ma'am. This is syrup, low carb syrup, because we want to give it a...
So this is an alternative to using sugar, because I know in Chinese food they use a lot of
sugar, but I don't want us to use sugar.
Okay.
So we're using that as a low carb alternative.
You know another great alternative if you don't have the low fat syrup is coconut palm sugar. That is a good alternative for your regular sugar. Coconut palm sugar.
So I just added some Siracha, which is basically spicy ketchup. And I'm actually going to do a condiments episode teaching you how to make ketchup at home. Because we make our own ketchup. We make our own seasonings for stew.
I think that's really good, especially with kids. They use
100%. Everything, which is the sugar.
And it has a lot of sugar in it.
This is our soy alternative. You know, the Bragg's amino acids. This one, there's also a coconut soy alternative that's pretty dope. So I'm just going to add a little bit of that in there. So now, I mean, it's pretty cool, but we still want it to be a bit thicker. So we've got our cornstarch here, and we are just going to make a little bit like of a paste, and I'm just going to use the same thing, and you just want it to make a little
tastes so good.
Yeah.
When did you start to see that, like, you know what, this is not only making me look good, but maybe I'm also feeling good? Like, what were you feeling? I would say
almost immediately. I would say after the first week or two. But, you know, for me, what I realized was really important was sustainability. You can see it's a nice sticky thing. So I'm just going to turn the fire off, and I'm going to get the chicken cauliflower outside of the oven. So we'll be right back. Okay guys, so we're back. We've got our cauliflower chicken out of the oven, and I am throwing them straight into our mix. There's some that we made earlier, so I'm mixing those in too. And we're gonna throw them back in the oven. But I wouldn't leave it in there for more than 5 to 10 minutes max. But nothing crazy, not on any type of high heat or whatever. So now that we've done the chicken, the final thing is our stir-fried vegetables.
The noodles!
Noodle time! So we will be right back, guys. Just a minute. So we've got our low-calorie Konjac noodles, and we're gonna make like a stir-fry noodle. But I want to show you how to make your Konjac noodles. Very easy. But you know, people often get it wrong and say it tastes a bit rubbery. So you just open your package and we just put it into a clear bowl. Then I got my kettle and I boiled some hot water. And I literally am just gonna put hot water in it for a second.
How long does this sit in the hot water for?
Not long. And I'm just using this to kind of separate it and clean off all that water that it was sitting in, right? So you don't want to leave it sitting in the hot water for too long because you're actually cooking it. So I'm just going to leave it there for a little bit while we get started on our stir fry. So the first thing I'm gonna use is a little bit of, okay, there you go, coconut oil. And here's your thingy. Perfect.
Enough? Okay.
Yeah, that's enough. And so, as Daddy says, garlic. So you guys, fun fact, our dad hates garlic.
With a passion. Hates it.
I've never seen someone who, and he has a really big garlicky nose too. Like, no, if you eat garlic in like 2 days ago, he'll be like, did you eat garlic? Yeah, Daddy hates garlic. So Daddy ain't eating this food. So we're gonna do that, add a little bit of salt.
Okay.
Just a smidge, yeah, nothing crazy.
All right.
Okay, so sis, I've had this sitting for long enough. So what I want to do now is take my Konjac noodles. Yeah, so you just pour it out and literally you sieve out the water, you've rinsed it out, and we're just gonna leave that to sit there until we're ready to use it. So I'm gonna put a bit of Cameroon pepper. Not too much because
my sister is the spice queen. She likes pepper.
But can I be honest with you? You used to eat pepper now.
I used to eat pepper.
I'm wondering why you're even talking like this
my
now.
meat eating days, pepper, but yeah,
she used to be funner when she ate meat. No, I'm just.
Oh my gosh. I'm boring now.
I'm just joking. Okay, so I'm just gonna throw in the veggies because I like my vegetables to be kind of crunchy.
Yeah, me too.
You know, not too
overcooked. Yeah.
So we're gonna also throw in the broccoli because you guys, these things cook quickly if you know what you're doing.
Good source of carb.
So now I'm throwing in some more sesame oil to give it that thing. And normally, actually, I would have put some 5-spice, but I just don't have any right now.
What's a 5-spice?
5-spice is that it's a mixture of Chinese seasonings all at once, just blended together.
Right.
And then finally, we're gonna add some more soy sauce. So let me move things out the way. You're doing good, sis.
Thank you. You know I don't like to cook.
She actually doesn't.
I don't like to cook.
Do I even like to cook?
I
feel like I like to eat.
cooking plant-based food. It makes me happy. Like, I can't wait to taste this.
And then she wants all of us to eat it.
Yay! Everyone's gonna be plant-based one day. Honestly, all of you are gonna stop eating meat.
Coco, they've not even started eating the meat they want to eat now. We are just starting, no, because you know we were still traveling for my shows, so we got lots of food to eat first.
Lots of food.
Okay, so I'm gonna throw in our noodles. Can you see how you just kind of still get that noodle effect, but you're not eating as much? And to be honest with you, you can actually have as much of these noodles as you want. I think I'm just trying to learn some portion control.
I love the fact that it's mainly the vegetables.
Yeah.
Because you're right, you don't need to have a whole
bunch of stuff.
Noodles. Yeah.
My sister doesn't like salt, so let me put some more extra. I don't trust that.
Too much salt is not good for you. High BP.
My sister's assistant's back there like, she don't eat no salt. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's let that sit while we plate the rest of the stuff.
All right.
Okay, you guys, so we're gonna let our stir-fried noodles stir-fry, and it's time for plating. It smells delicious, huh? Okay. It's time for plating, and it's time for eating. So,
best part.
Yum, yum. Favorite part, which is plating. And so we have our plate. So sis,
yes, I'm ready.
I don't know how we're gonna do this, but I think you can do this.
Yeah.
So put it, make it look good though, because this is part of
my very, very best.
This is part of it, Shakara.
I actually, had this page that I started following called The Art of Plating. So
I watched this one where I make lunch for my husband.
Oh, okay.
And this woman, she puts it in this little box. Lunch is mad though, all these, you understand? But I told you, you should not get any ideas, because the woman is like, this carrot, she can now make it into a flour. What kind of lunch is that?
We're eating it now.
Okay, that looks good.
All right.
Okay, so we'll do that. And so I'm gonna take the ones we made for you. Ooh, yes, child. Okay, so I made a few earlier that I had put some egg in it, so I'm gonna put mine at the back so that yours, so you can see with egg, without egg, fake vegan, real vegan. Do you understand? Mix it, but yours is bomb.
Yeah, they look
oh my god. Oh my goodness. Okay, so you guys, this is enough. Let's not be kidding, but this is what I want you guys to realize. This is vegetables on vegetables.
Yes, it is.
And it makes you feel like you're eating, a well-balanced meal. So let's put all this away and then we're gonna taste the food. I'm super duper excited.
Me too, can't wait.
Yum, yum, yum. So we're back.
Oh, sorry.
No, do you know my sister used to send me? This girl can send.
I did.
I mean, as in, you'd be like, Sharon, I'm done. Oh yeah. Sharon, can you help me?
No. The question is, did you take it? Did you take it?
I would sometimes.
Exactly.
Sometimes I'm like, am I walking in this house? The question is that sometimes, but if I took it with mad attitude, okay. On that note, we're united now.
We are. Cheers.
And I'm not a vegan.
No.
Okay, let's go first, sister.
All right, I'm taking
Pray for your food first. See how God catch you. She said silent prayer, solo prayer. Let me taste yours.
It's good. It tastes so fresh. I can taste the Cameroon pepper slightly. It gives it a little kick, which is
inside
good.
of it. But I just feel like I'm eating Chinese. Remember that place we like in Atlanta?
Yes. Love it. This one is my favorite part.
Honestly, it was very prophetic that I chose noodles. So I was going to do rice, but I was like, can I do rice on rice? So mad.
I like the fact that the noodles are very light. They're not heavy. And because you use a lot of vegetables,
yeah,
I feel like eating this
you
is
feel
more
full.
than enough because you feel full.
Right. Yeah. That's why I used to feel like I used to make 2 of those, and I'll find that by the time I eat all the veggies and all that, just make your veggie to noodle ratio not too much. And I like that we didn't put too much salt in the noodles because it would have been too much with the chicken.
But it's a very light meal. And one of the things I noticed about eating plant-based is I literally got to the point where I could eat as much as I wanted, as often as I wanted. And I didn't feel guilty. I didn't feel like, oh, I've eaten so much food. Even when I ate things like plant-based pizza or plant-based burgers, I still felt like, you know,
you didn't feel restricted.
No, I didn't feel restricted.
And I think that's my number one thing for doing diet within the fat girl is to like limit the restrictions and let you know that there are other things that you can eat. That's because this is super healthy.
It is super healthy.
And it's super delicious.
Now, do you think Yummy would like this?
Absolutely not.
No.
100% zero. The minute Yummy just has health.
Right.
Health. Good for your heart. Good for your future. Your life. He doesn't want that food. It's the heart attack food. Yeah.
That one.
That was the one I want.
Oil, everything. No, but this is fantastic. This is really great. Great alternative, really quick, super easy, and it tastes delicious. I can attest to that. It actually does taste good.
Eat another one. And guess what? I tried the one with egg. The one without is way better.
Better? Yeah.
Way better.
I believe you.
So you guys, this is the cauliflower inside. Matter. Okay.
And I feel like the coating is lighter.
Or better.
It's really good.
You guys, I've impressed myself.
And I love the fact that you only let the vegetables cook for a little bit of time.
Yes, not long.
I want it to be crunchy.
I want it to be crunchy. I want it to taste good. I want it to look good because the visuals is part of it as well. So you guys, you've seen how we have made a low carb-ish vegan General Tso's cauliflower chicken. Chicken, a really nice vegan option for you. We hope that you really enjoyed it and we hope that you like it. If you want to know more about vegan stuff, please go to @Plant-Based Wellness on Instagram.
Yeah, Coco's Plant-Based Vegan Journey.
There you go.
Plant-Based Wellness Solutions.
We're gonna put all that information there, and she actually does coaching, juicing for people. I lost my first 20 pounds from after Zoe, just juicing with her for 10 days. So you guys, she actually is embodying this vegan lifestyle, and you know, we're definitely gonna do more vlogs and more stuff about how you can use this as an alternative. I think people want to see more Nigerian recipes as well.
People want to see more Nigerian recipes, and people want to know, is it sustainable? Is it realistic? Am I just eating salad or drinking juice? They want to see that you're actually eating
real food. Yeah. So, you know, you guys, we have more coming to you. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to comment so we can, you know, get feedback and hear from you. Thanks so much, sis.
And thank you for having me on the show.
Yeah!
I'm official.